Michelle, that's a lot of makeup for you. Well, today I am going to recreate the brown makeup Bold Glamour filter over on TikTok. It's actually not called Bold Glamour anymore. The creator of Bold Glamour filter created a new one called Basic, and it is just more of a softer glamour look, but all with rich brown earth tones. So it's one of my favorite filters I've ever seen. And I did try it on TikTok just for fun, and I fell in love with the makeup, and I recreated it on TikTok. And then some of y'all said, could you recreate it using all Seint makeup? And I said, challenge accepted. That would be my preferred method. And this came out, to me, this came out even more beautiful than the look I did on TikTok using all traditional makeup. This is all Seint, and I'm so glad you're here for brown makeup. Hey, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, I do Seint videos every Wednesday night, but on Saturdays I do all the other brands because I've been a makeup artist for 30 years and I love all the brands. Seint was just a really fun way that I could help women put their whole face in one compact, and it was really easy to color match. And so that's why I've stuck with Seint for a couple of years, but I love all the brands and I help women with all the brands. We are the Look Good Close-Up Club. We don't do social media makeup here, although today we are. We look good close-up. That's super important. We want to look like we have real skin close-up, and even if you like a heavier coverage, we can apply it in a way where it's really beautiful close-up, and people will be complimenting you on your beautiful skin and not your makeup. Although it's fun to hear that we have nice makeup too. Okay. I also want you to know that I don't do super edited videos. So sometimes that means my videos can run long, and you can always just hit the little button to skip forward. But I really want it to feel like you and I are just sitting together, having coffee at your kitchen bar or at a dining room table. I really want my videos to feel that way. And so this is why I do the videos the way I do. I don't know how to be anything else other than like we're one-on-one, okay? Now, today we are doing a look, I'm doing a look called the Bold Glamour. It's a filter on TikTok. It's been around for about a year, maybe longer than a year. And it kind of gives you like a stronger eyebrow and a really heavy eye and a chiseled face. And it's actually kind of evil because when you see yourself with a Bold Glamour, you're like, oh my gosh, I look so beautiful. And then you take the filter off and you're like, and if you have any type of masculine or stronger features on your feminine face, the Bold Glamour tends to make those type of women look like a drag queen. So it's super fun. But the guy who created the app, and yes, it's a guy, came out with a newer one a couple weeks ago, and it's much, much softer, and it's called Brown Makeup. And I love the makeup, so I recreated it. I'm gonna show you right now what it looks like, and I'm gonna show you how to do a version of it step by step so we can look beautiful and like we can have that warm, gorgeous brown makeup without walking around with a filter, okay? So here it is. Okay. I love it, and people loved it on TikTok. I showed on TikTok how I did it with other type of products, but people here said, yes, do it with Seint. So I'm like, great idea. Let's do it with Seint. I'm gonna start with eyes. That way, if we make a mess, it's easy to clean it up and then put the face on. I already did my eyebrows just because I've done eyebrows before on here. There's plenty of videos, but it saves time. I find it very boring, and it saves time to do my eyebrows off camera. And I'm wearing Lashify today because that also saves time, and it kind of adds to the look. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for my Bubba eyeshadow. If you have Dream, you could use Dream, but I'm going to use Bubba, which is a really pretty, just medium brown, warm brown. I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush, and I'm lightly powdered already. Always powder your, if you're going to put powder shadows on, you want to powder your eyes first. Powder blends best on powder, okay? And this is Bubba, or you could use Dream, but you want it to be warm. We're going warm. Now I wish we had the eyeshadow crimson, but that was a limited edition and we don't have it, but crimson would be so pretty with this look. We're just gonna do really pretty brown eye makeup. So see, it's in the crease, it's a little bit on the eyelid. And I mean, just that with lashes is so pretty. You could do this with Leo. If you had lighter, if you were a lighter person, you wanted to be lighter, you could do chai. But the Bubba is gonna give me the depth and intensity and the warmth I need to blend all this together, okay? So there we go. And then I like to take a fluffy brush and just always blend the edges. When we blend the edges, it looks more airbrushed, okay? Then we're gonna take my favorite, this is what I couldn't use over on TikTok, hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate, and when I wear hot chocolate, everyone wants to know what I'm wearing. It's kind of a brown shadow. I wouldn't say it's gold or bronze. It's definitely a brown shadow. And it is so stinking pretty. And I'm putting it on with my finger. Okay, look at that. So it gives you a little bit of light in the center of the eyelid, but it's also giving us a little bit of depth on the eyelid. And I love hot chocolate. I love hot chocolate. And in the winter, I actually really love hot chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna need a towel. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this side of the blending brush I just used, and I'm gonna take a little more hot chocolate, and I'm gonna go under the eyes with it. I'm just doing really brown makeup. That's the point of this filter, is it's just really warm, warm, warm and brown. Now, if you're not a warm person, you might just be here for fun. You could do this look with grays too. You could definitely do this type of same process with more of like a gray makeup or taupes. You could do taupe. He could have done a taupe makeup look, but he did brown, and it's very, very warm, and I'm for it, especially with my warm hair these days, okay? Again, you could just stop at those two colors. So pretty, so, so pretty. But then I wanna go a little bit redder, and this is, what is this color? Is this Philly? Holly. I like holly because this pomegranate has some red in it, but it's almost like a plummy red, whereas this is more of a chocolate brown red, and I love it. So, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take this fluffy side of this brush with some holly, and I'm gonna really work it on the outside of the eye. I would love crimson too. If any of you have crimson from the advent calendar, it's super reddish. Crimson would be gorgeous with this. But see how that's giving me depth, but it's really, really warm. Look at that. Love it. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just kind of tapping it into holly. I really love holly. Holly reminds me of Swiss Chocolate by MAC Cosmetics. I don't even know if MAC even has Swiss chocolate anymore, but used to be one of my favorite colors. I believe I wore it on my wedding day. I always loved reddish browns because it really popped the green in my eyes. See how my eyes look more green? And it's great on blue eyes because it really pops blue. And if you have amber eyes, it really pops yellow. Like, there's something about reddish brown shadows that are just so, so, so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna try this brush. I'm gonna take this brush right here, take a little tiny bit of holly, and just go in the outer eyes with it. See how that's looking more red? But it's brownish red, so it's a rich brown. And otherwise browns can go too muddy, or they can go too cool or too taupe. When you really want that warm brown look, you really need something with like a red or orange in it to really make that brown look really rich. Okay, and then I go back with the Bubba brush. I'm not redipping it. I'm not going back into Bubba, but I take it and kind of re-blend it in the crease and higher. Again, just constantly blending. That's what makes it look so pretty close up and very airbrushed looking. Okay, love it. Love it. So far, no, let me see. Let me double check. No fallout. Nope. Nope. Nothing fell under my eye. Usually we get that with more of the, like the glitters can fall real easily, but this is great. Now I'm going to take a little bit of cupcake. I want a little cupcake, and I might be out. Oh, here, we'll do this. A little cupcake on this little brush, which is the spot brush, and just brushing the tiniest bit up here and on the outside of the eye. See how that just gives a beautiful pop to the brow bone without having any shimmer. Love cupcake. I think cupcake is such a pretty color. And it even works with cool shadows. It almost takes on a cool quality with grays or taupes, and then it can go very warm when you pair it with warm colors. And then I like to brush it right here in the center just to make sure we're not seeing edges, that it's all blended. Okay, pretty, pretty. Okay, now we are going to take our, because the Bold Glamour definitely has a dark, dark brown eyeliner. So let me get an eyeliner brush. We'll do this little edge brush from Seint. This is on this side, this is on this side. I love this brush. And I'm gonna take a little bit, and I like this brush because you just stamp it on. It just stamps. I'm using our eyeliner called Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday. And you just stamp it on. See? And then look at that, made, like my lashes look good here, but look at how much darker that looks. I love Black Friday. And all I'm doing is stamping it. And I'm not taking it in the whole eye because I have lashes on. I mean, you could do this, watch. You could take a little bit on the inner eye right there. I felt like someone needed to see that because I don't need to do that step for myself, but sometimes people need to see. I just love it because it just stamps. It just stamps. It's just a little stamp brush. So easy to use. And the Black Friday is not messy because it's a cream to powder shadow. It's the coolest eyeliner. It's really an eyeliner. Okay. And then we have, look at that. Loving the eyes. What do we think? Do we love? Looks dramatic. I might even, for kicks and giggles, I think I'm gonna take a little brush. I'm gonna take a little bit more holly. So you have a little more holly. Watch this. I want a little bit more red. Reddish brown. I want a little bit more kind of fanned out. Yeah, makes the eyes look bigger. And then go back in with that brush that had Bubba on it And again, we're not re-dipping Bubba, but we're just fanning it out so there's no edges. I like that even better. That looks even more like the filter. Now my eyes can handle a lot of eye makeup. I've had women tell me that before. Oh, you have those big eyes that can wear big makeup. It's true. I can wear a lot of eye makeup, but you could do this version just a little bit softer. You don't have to put it on as heavy. You don't have to wing it out like I am right now, but to me, this is like glam. Really winging it out. But see, then we take that Bubba brush. And we blend so we don't see any edges. Love it. Love it. Okay. What do I want to do next? All right, I think I'm going to go in. Let's just go in with foundation. We're going to do it the mature way. If you're new here, I do my foundation a little bit differently than a lot of women at Seint. No right or wrong. This just works better for my mature skin. You can try it. I do know women in their 50s that love doing the polka dots and then blending, and I know women who hate that. So guess what? You get to try it both ways. Isn't that great that there's so many different ways to do Seint makeup? Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Sandy. I feel like my brush is not picking it up. Hold on. I think it might be a little bit, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, watch my troubleshooting video. Anytime you feel like you're not getting a lot of product, it just means you might have a little film. Sometimes our own oils from our face get into the brush, get into the top of the product. So sometimes you just have to go over it and get it to feel like a new product again. So I'm also going over my candle lit in the middle, and then I'm gonna go over, oh yeah, my Bella has some stuff on it. And I went over my belt. Now I know you might think, well, that's a waste of product. Listen, this product stretches. You have this product a long time, so you do not have to worry about wasting product. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Sandy. Oh yeah, see, now you can see it. See how it's kind of an olive gold? So when I went more gold and red with my hair, it required a warmer, well, actually, quite frankly, yellows and olives are considered cool. So I know it's so confusing. One of these days I need to do a whole color theory video because it can be really confusing. But you see how I'm more olive down here? I'm a little more neutral, but I have a warm undertone. Now I do have some pink sometimes on the surface, but that's from sun damage. I never had pink on my skin growing up. I was always golden. And so when you hear golden, that sounds warm, right? And I do, I have warm skin. I do really well in peachy foundations. I probably would look better in amber. I should probably just switch over to amber. There was something I liked about Sandy when I went more warm. I really liked the golden of the Sandy. But technically, warm foundations really are pinker, redder. So that's actually we kind of get thrown off. I don't know, it's such a science. There's so much color science out there and so many conflicting teachings on it. But usually, typically, if you're olive skin, you're considered cool skin. Even though people would look at you and think you are warm because you're more golden and you tan really well, but olive is usually cool. And warmer skin tones are people that have more pinks, reds, peachiness, freckles, and they would wear peachy or pinky or reddish tone foundations, and that's considered warm. And cool is more of all your goldens. Confusing, right? Because you think, yeah, cool is pink, light pink skin is cool, and golden warm skin is a warm undertone. No, it's all color theory. So we'll have to discuss it another time. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush. I don't know which, oh, this is not even Seint. Just kidding. That's Miss Jenny Patinkin. All right, I'm just gonna take this brush. I'm gonna go in with some Candlelit because my neck is light. So I want a light color down here. See how I'm lighter? And you can load up foundation a little heavier down here because we really don't get a ton of texture on our jawline. And then I want a lighter color. Now I'm not doing my whole forehead because I'm about to do bronzer. So why put a layer of foundation and a layer of bronzer over that? I'm just going to do a little foundation just where I need it. So I like it in the center of my forehead. We'll look at this close up in a minute because I want to make sure this all looks really, really pretty. And so you can even see a little bit right here. You can see some skin. I haven't covered that yet because we're going to do bronzer. And I think for contour today, I'm going to use Fiji, which is a darker foundation. It's not even a contour. It's a darker foundation. I wanted to use cedar, but I looked everywhere and I can't find cedar, and I know I had it. I ordered cedar when we first came out with cedar. Okay, let me see. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So these are my problem areas. This is where I can get dry and cakey and show all my texture. But when your skin is well prepped with skincare, dry skin that is, oily skin doesn't really have that problem. Let me just blend it all through here. Okay, yeah, everything looks very skin-like. Very, very skin-like. But yeah, now when I look through here, my problem areas, it just looks like skincare. It doesn't look like heavy foundation, and this is why I love cream foundation. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video here to give it a break. It's easier to upload, and I'm gonna come back with bronzer contour. Okay, we're gonna take some bronzer. And remember, bronzer is meant to warm up the skin, but you can definitely brontour with it. I've talked about brontour. I'm also gonna do a contour video soon, and I'm not sure if it's just gonna be on Seint or if I'm gonna do a general one, but I've had a few people asking me if I could do a contour video, and I haven't done one in quite a while, so I think it is time. But some women, if you are a little bit rounder or heavier in the face, if you're carrying a little extra weight, yeah, contour can be absolutely gorgeous because it really sculpts your face. It can really slim the face. So I like to offer those tips for women who want it. I would never tell someone that they needed to contour or slim their face unless they asked me. Even in the makeup chair, I never go ahead and contour a woman who's mature and maybe carrying a little extra weight, only if she asks me. I never want someone to feel self-conscious of their weight, and they might be the type that likes the minimalistic makeup. And so now what you've done is you've just taken someone who's a little insecure anyway, and you've contoured them, and now they're wearing even more makeup and they already feel uncomfortable in their skin. So I'm all about asking what they want. Yeah, am I the professional and I can recommend what I think is best? Yes, but I would never, ever recommend contour to someone who didn't ask me for it. I just wouldn't. I want women to feel beautiful close up, and a lot of women in this world do not want to deal with contour. They don't want to do contour every day. Maybe they're okay with it for special occasion, but this is why I don't talk contour a lot, because I think so little of the population over 50 even contours or is even interested in it. Okay. All right, so there we have Bello Bronzer. Look how warm I am. Whoops, whoops. Not looking warm on the body. Here. Here's what we can do here. Remember, makeup does not stop just at the jawline. Sometimes you have to take it down the neck. As like irritating as that can be, we have to match our necks and our chests. We just do. That's what people see. Now, if you're in a turtleneck, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you're in a turtleneck. But if your face is bronze and your neck is white, or if your neck is real reddish and has some sun damage and you're real ruddy, and your neck and your chest are real ruddy from just years in the sun, but your face is lighter, you got to make that all balance. Okay, there, love it. Someone's getting gray roots. Look at that, gray roots with red hair. Y'all warned me. Y'all said red's pretty, but it fades and you're gonna have to deal with silver roots. You were right. I knew you were right, but I still wanted to try it and I love it. I'm having so much fun with this strawberry hair. So fun. Okay, now I'm gonna take my sponge and just kind of lightly blend it in. So it becomes one. Okay, now I'm doing this a little awkward, a little backwards, but I need you to hang with me for a minute. I'm gonna use the blush in Sandstone because to me, this whole look requires a very, I should probably do my under eye too. I'll do Demi in a minute. But, oh, the Sandstone's pretty. I never wear Sandstone, but the minute I saw this look, I'm like, that's Sandstone. That is Sandstone blush. And what I love about Sandstone is it's kind of a bricky terracotta rose. I mean, you can see it right here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, look, there. Do you see it? The camera immediately adjusts. But this is so pretty. I love Sandstone. I'm gonna do a little bit coming off the eyes. I have an apple, so I like color in my apple. If you don't have an apple and you don't want to put color there, don't. You put blush where you like putting blush. I don't like it too close to my crow's feet because look, I have crow's feet. So I don't like blush sitting in my crow's feet. But if you do not have, if you're someone who Botox around the eyes, if you Botox on under the eyes and you don't have crow's feet when you smile, you can definitely take, oh, I love that blush. You could easily take some blush up to the eye area if you want to do that high and lifted look. I just don't personally like that on me. I like it on some people, but it also can look like Golden Girls, so be careful. Be careful with the high and lifted. A lot of that is social media makeup only, and it doesn't look as pretty in real person. Okay. See how warm everything's looking? Loving it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Fiji. Wish me luck. I'm gonna go in with Fiji. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use the shape brush, but this side of the shape brush, and I'm gonna go in with a little Fiji. What I like about it is it's a foundation. Now I know I'm doing this backwards. You would never really do conceal. You wouldn't really do contour after blush. You would do contour first. But the reason I'm doing it this way is because sometimes if you put blush over contour, your contour becomes patchy. So if you're going for a contoured look, sometimes it's best to do contour at the end. You're gonna see conflicting information on that. I'm just telling you. Even when I did this look on TikTok, I took the Victoria Beckham contour stick and I did it afterwards, okay? And you can see when I suck in my face, I'm a little above the hollow, just a little above it, okay? And I'm just patting it in. You don't wanna, lift it back off again. So I'm just kind of like patting it in. Ooh, look at that. Put a little bit under here. I do love to contour women's chins and jowls. I do like that. I think that makes such a big difference. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with a tiny bit more sandstone. Woo, look at that. I am contoured. You guys never see me contoured here. Now to me, this would be more of an evening out, because when you contour for evening lighting, it is very, very pretty in evening lighting, because evening lighting is soft. Nobody can see that it's makeup. It maybe just looks like the natural shadows of your face. So for me, I could do this whole brown filter look for daytime, but I don't know. I would not go heavy on the contour for daytime, because I really do like people to get close up to my face and go, wow, your skin is really nice. I don't want them to go, oh, your makeup looks great. I want them to go, wow, your skin. I mean, sometimes you want to hear your makeup's great, especially if you like spend a lot of time with eye makeup. It's nice for people to say that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, this is what I should have used. It's meant for chiseling. Sometimes I do things the hard way. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a little contour on my nose, just the littlest bit. See how I've made my nose a little slimmer, and then I have a little dent here, so I like to enhance that, and then I go under here because my nose is dipping. My nose was more upturned when I was younger, and the older I get, the more dipped it gets, which is fine for daily. I don't care. I mean, it's just who I am now. I don't care. But if I'm going somewhere special and I want my nose contoured, I do that. Keep the center. Okay, love it. And I might even go under the lips. Ooh, what lip are we gonna do? Okay, I haven't even done Demi yet. Oh my gosh, let's do Demi real quick. What is wrong with me? I think it just looks so darn good. I didn't feel like I needed any Demi. I went out of town and I left my bright brush. I can't believe I did that. Okay, so I don't need much. I'm just taking a little bit of peach. You can always get a free color match if you want to know what Demi color correctors work best for you. See, I'm just doing a little bit because now I've taken, and this is one of the reasons I love eye makeup, because it takes the emphasis off our flaws. When we have like pretty beautiful built up eye, no one's really looking at dark circles under the eye. It takes focus off our flaws. I used to always say that I liked heavy eye makeup and big lashes because it took the focus off my jowls. Isn't that nice? Going with a little 01, which is a light peach. Okay, And I don't want to be too light under the eyes because then it can look too dated. We don't want to be Donna Mills where we've got that light blown out under eye. So I'm going to take a little of our magic color in R1. If you're new here, you might be saying magic color. Why is it a magic color? Because look at it. It's like this weird taupe color. It's like a cool taupe. NR1 stands for neutral red 1. I don't know, it just kind of smooths everything and leaves a beautiful sheen. That's why I call it the magic color. Because to me and to many other women, it's a magic color, just smooths everything. All right, I'm loving, this feels just like the filter. I'm looking at it too right here on my computer screen. I literally have the picture of me up with the filter. All right, let me go get lip liner. All right, I'm gonna take this new Mob Beauty pencil. Oh, I got a mustache. That's nice. I haven't shaved in a couple days, so there you go. Okay. The filter really has a very contoured mouth. I'm trying to guess if I have enough blush on, but I think I do. I really wish I had cedar contour. I don't know what I did with it. I've looked everywhere. Okay. And then let's see how a little sandstone looks on the lips. I don't think I've ever worn sandstone on the lips. It looks like the filter. Oh, isn't it crazy? I've been with Seint over 2 years and I'll still try a combination that I've never tried before. Can't believe it. I've never put sandstone on the lips. I love it. Now, I'm also going to take the Seint, our diamond balm that we came out with at the Seint party in the artist's birthday party in January. I use this almost every day in my life. You can tell right down here, the light color has little, like, it almost looks like it's sugar coated with sparkle. But it's just kind of a warm sheer lip balm. It's sheer, but it's warm. It's not a color. I broke it too. I did, I broke it. It fell out. I think I just pushed too hard. Oh, it's my favorite lip balm. Can you please email Seint? You can do that by doing ask@saintofficial.com, ask@saintofficial.com, and say, please come out with the glitter lip balm. I think it's called glitter lip balm. Did I call it diamond? It's glitter lip balm. But look at that. So pretty. Now, if I had cedar, I might do a little bit more cedar, but I don't want to do more, I don't want to do more sandstone. I mean, more Fiji, because I don't want it to get muddy. I don't want it to get muddy. Where is my palette? Here we go. I might do the pinch more sandstone. Ooh. I feel like it needs a little bit more if this were going to be an evening makeup, which I think most of you would do this for evening. You see, it just really sculpts that cheek. I love this brush too because it really does blend well as it puts it on. Ooh, this feels a very MAC copper tone of the 1990s. Here we go. What do we think? You guys know me. I never contour that much. Ever, ever, ever. You know I never contour that much. But if we want to look like this filter, which is really quite stunning, it requires heavier makeup. And I love it. There we go. Brown makeup. What do we think? Will you try this? Do you have a lot of these colors? You can compromise. You don't have to have the exact colors. Do you need a free color match to try this beautiful demi? Maybe you have the wrong foundation color. Summer's coming up and you need something deeper because it shows less mature texture when you go deeper. Reach out for a free color match, okay? Free color match. But I love this, and this was fun to recreate, and I feel really, really beautiful in this makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this so much. And I want to real quick say, YouTube has started a YouTube live feature. Let me know if you would love to do a big live video all together where I go on YouTube. I would announce the day and the time, and I would go on YouTube and we can talk live back and forth with each other. Maybe I could do a peel or just get unready with me where I'm taking my makeup off for the day and doing my skincare. But I'd really love to go even deeper with our Look Good Close-Up community by doing live videos. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in, a live YouTube video. We have them over on TikTok, but they just want to be entertained. The real people, the real women who want community and they want true education for mature skin, y'all are here on YouTube. So this is my happy place. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Never forget that. And I will see you Saturday for my top 10 e.l.f. products of all time. My top 10 e.l.f. products this Saturday. I'm super excited for that too. Bye for now.